right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between our visitors and the Houston Texans. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Reset, 19!
Check, 55 to Mike.
Oh, you got deep?
6 guy, check 6 guy. Check.
The first carry now. This is Johnson.
You ain't going nowhere.
And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Reset, 19! Hey, 59!
Record. 51's Mike.
Now on second and 16. Watson. It's wearing the tight end with it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Switch. Slam.
54!
Shift! Watch the shift!
A first down carry here for Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Watch the whip.
Hey, 59!
43 is the Mike, boy. Check.
On first down, Watson almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills, but now it'll be third down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tempo that they can fall back on anymore.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
And he finds Stills complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 30 yards there, and, of course, the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Johnson running right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Everyone's got 4. 40 looks small. Mike's 43.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a third and long.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Even. 4 down. Even.
From the gun, here's Watson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
51, Mike, 51.
Hey, tight.
Check the backer.
Check 26.
Hard.
Let's go.
First carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
I'm coming after you.
Hit it.
On 2nd down, it's Stick. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
41's the mic. Check 41. Here we go. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, 41.
Ready.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bernardrick McKinney coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 22. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike, 51.
Watson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Where's the set? 19.
Mike, 5. 65.
Alert.
65. Bang.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All day, dog.
Kill.
Hey, 59.
Kill. Turn up. Check.
Tight dog. Line up, go.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, 43. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Showing eight. Showing eight.
They'll try the left side. McFarland. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Reset. 318.
You don't know no better. Double tight. Double tight. 4 down. 4 down. Alert. Check 3. Check 3.
On first down, it's Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Chargers' 22-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Texans 3, Chargers nothing.
Reset.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
51.
They'll try the air now with Watson.
Just like that.
This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
To kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here we go. Here
The
we go.
Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now on 2nd and 13, Stick, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
Look at me. Go. Now.
Stick back to pass. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Reset. 19.
43. All day, baby. All day.
55.
99. Check 99.
54.
Wahoo. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Hey, pick your game up. 43.
Now a first down throw. Watson trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. picked off by Jamal Adams. Pass there he goes, right side. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
The extra point up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Hey, 59!
Quit talking about it and bring it. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Check 13! Check Topper! Topper!
Hey, watch edge, watch edge.
On second down, Johnson. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30! And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. There they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 20. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
55! Delta! Hey, let's go!
From the red zone now, Watson. He's got Fuller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very event. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
On the
The
set.
Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. On the ball.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Under pressure. pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. After the sack on first down, Stick. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, L.A. Andy Isabella, 63 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a three-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a three-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Big River.
1st and 10, Stick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Big stop, let's go. Slam.
Hey, Sam off. Hey, seam 6. 41.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Watson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The final shot before the break, Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Let's go.
Ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And down right around the 37. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now Harris. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Okay, ready?
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Hey, Delta.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check.
A shotgun throw for Stick. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
It'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
General, West.
Football.
Kill. 54. Kill. Check. Crunch. Mike's 40. Zoom. Mike's 43. I-55. I got you. 9, I'm go.
Watson now to throw. It's complete. Stills. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
You got tight right there. Jam. 64. Watch it. 55.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Our time. It's our time. 43 is the mic.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Gain of 8. And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back now in Houston. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
I'm coming. Check. He's coming. We got double up. Hey, 31. 24. Watch it.
On first down, it's Johnson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down at the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check 31. Hey, alert. Hey, let's calm down. 54. Let's calm off. We don't want this.
To throw is Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. Weaving through traffic, and now he's freed. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Let's go.
In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick six, decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this one.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
At the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
6-6, pull it high.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson stepping up. He'll try and run. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's good for a Texans first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Watson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that distance fire. Now that's a big gain. Now Watson. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well. And if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Back to throw. Watson. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So here we go, 45 seconds left, and things have boiled down to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. This is Gordon as they go to him again. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Bandit. Ready.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep.
Let's go.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Here we go. 30 base.
I got him.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before.